Welcome back to Limerick Post Show with me, Meghann, Scully, and delighted now to be joined by Sarah Ryan. I presume you all recognise her, I should say, of Operation Transformation. How are you getting on?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm so good. I have to say, I sat down to watch the new series of Operation Transformation, Keeping Well Apart, and on come the Ryans from Limerick. So I was like, as soon as I saw you guys on it, I was like, right, I'm watching every week to see and follow it. And I have to say, I really enjoyed that series.
Yeah, it was really good. And I think they have a good reputation anyway, you know, Operation Transformation does. And it was a really good, you know, wholesome family, I suppose, show. And yeah, it was great. We really enjoyed it.
Bring us back to how you got involved in it now. For anyone that didn't get to see the series, it was a specialised series that was on for lockdown. Oh, here's Cooper.
Here's Cooper. You gonna say hi?
Hi, Cooper.
Say hi.
I saw Cooper on the television.
Yeah. Trying to go take more pictures for me?
No, you must look at them.
I will look at them now in a minute. Good man. They are lovely. Well done.
Huh?
Now, you took all those pictures. You're great. Okay, you're going to go out and take some more for me? Do. Then we'll send them to Nana, okay?
I think that this just shows, this is exactly what the show is like for you guys.
Yeah, this is literally it. This is my day though as well, so my working day.
There's no more pictures.
Okay, let's flip it around. And I do find sometimes if I ignore him, it gets worse. So it's better just to kind of, yeah, all right? Yeah, go on. Go for it. Yeah, and it's just about kind of keeping him entertained and activities and stuff as well. That helps.
I think so many parents that watching the show could relate to you guys, and I suppose not having the kids at home all the time, working from home, trying to balance and juggle everything. So I think that's where a lot of people would watch and really found that they could relate to you. And I found it really interesting in the program when you were told to keep a routine. And once you get in the routine, he gets settled again.
Absolutely, yeah. And I think I suppose naively as a parent, I didn't really realize that, you know, in creches there is a structure and a routine, you know, and it's not even in creche, in preschool, he's in preschool, that they do have a routine. And of course I didn't really know what that was, you know, when I was trying to get back to my own routine with work and stuff. So it was important that I kind of put some routine in place for him. He likes the outside stuff, don't you, Cooper? He likes going outside, and he likes messing and playing and washing his cars in the sink, don't you? Yeah, he likes all the messy stuff, which is good. And painting as well. We like painting, don't we? You're going to go out and wash your car, so in the sink. Go on. Yeah.
He's loving it. He's like, I still want to be on TV.
I know, yeah. Go on. Are you going to go for me? Do. Yeah. Good man. So yeah, no, it's great. I suppose that that got kind of highlighted to me because it was something that I didn't think of, and the routine and the structure has really helped. And it's not massive things, you know. It's just having a sit down in the evening, put a plan together, a few little things that will structure the day a little bit better, even around the food, you know. So structuring the little snacks and things, and that really helps me as well because I can structure my, you know, my meetings and my calls then in around those, so that there's things that aren't overlapping, and I'm not trying to feed Charlie and Cooper while I'm on a video call or something, you know. So yeah, it really made sense.
I think it's really interesting because I suppose even for everyone, for every age group, having a structure in the lockdown is actually, you know, it's vital. I think the first few weeks we're all a bit like, oh, we're at home, we're working from home, we don't have to look, we don't have to do this, we don't have to put on our clothes, and we can stay in our pajamas. I think after a few weeks we all got a bit like, okay, now I need structure, I need something to kind of keep my day going, because as I said, this is just going on longer and longer.
Definitely. And I think for me, especially because, you know, my day with work is structured, and there's just some hours that, you know, I really need to focus, and there's other hours that I know I can't, and I just kind of give in to the fact that, right, this period of time is just for the boys or whatever it is. And I felt that if, like at the start, I wasn't giving anything my best, you know, whereas now that I have a bit of structure in the day, it means that I can give them my focus and attention, and then get my work done that I need to get done as well, you know.
And talk to us about getting involved in Operation Transformation, how you applied for it, and then getting maybe the call to say, look, you're going to be on, and then suddenly having like cameras there and having to film all your life and to show, I suppose, everything.
Yeah. So I suppose I've always loved the show. I love how it's a real holistic picture, you know. It's not just your weight loss or whatever it is. And of course, this show wasn't related to weight loss. It was just really helping people that were struggling through this time. And at the start, we really were struggling a lot, you know. we were really stressed out at the weekends facing into another week where I would be trying to juggle everything during the day, and then Dave would come home and I kind of just throw everything on him. And, you know, we weren't communicating well, and we weren't enjoying it, like enjoying the evenings or the weekends even, because we were just so stressed and worried. So I saw, you know, the advertising for the show, and I just applied. I said, look, you make a little video, 2 minutes, on how it's affecting your life, how the restrictions are affecting you. Yeah, and Dave was happy to participate. I suppose for us it was a little bit like, oh, this is something new, you know, maybe something to distract us, to take our mind off it, but also I suppose the way they had put it was that it would be help and assistance, and we were kind of willing to try anything at that stage, you know. And I remember one of our first interviews, it was early enough, it was, you know, we did 4 weeks of the show and it's just over, so it was a good few weeks ago. But I remember saying to the producer that right now there's so many different pieces of advice coming from different people, different countries even, because people were at different levels of lockdown or, you know, different restrictions in their countries. So the advice for different people, and on social media there was different advice and experts, and are you an expert, do you really, you know. So it was just this confusion of information overload and what's good for me to do and what's not. And there was loads of, you know, advice maybe for people that are single on their own and what they should do in their routine, but then there was nothing specifically for the different types of families in Ireland. So yeah, we really wanted the help. Once we had sent out our video and they said you've been successful in that stage, then we did our video interviews with them, and then yeah, they were delighted with us. We had a few calls with the different producers, video calls, and then yeah, they set up the date to come and set up the cameras. So it was crazy because it's not something like, you know, I've ever done or experienced. I take a few videos around the house, I do a bit of vlogging myself, but I would never have any experience in this kind of thing. So they came and they set up cameras. We were like, it was a nice day, so we actually just went outside while they came in and set up, and you know, it was all social distance and everything like that, and they disinfected and all the rest of it. So there's 2 kind of automated cameras in the kitchen, and then we set up the other camera for the sitting room. It's kind of like our diary cam, if you will, and we used it for the interviews to talk to Catherine and the experts as well. So yeah, it was strange enough at the start, kind of, you know, getting the text message, you know, will you put on the mic, or yeah, getting used to it. It's not something you really get used to be honest, having someone watching what you're doing, or, you know, saying, oh, you know, things like get Cooper to help you with that, or just, you know, suggesting things. Yeah, it's a bit mad, but it was good because yeah, it just kind of stopped us, you know, getting distracted by, you know, the news and the heavy things that really we needed to kind of focus at that moment on ourselves and our little house here and our four of us, and getting our heads right. So yeah, it was really, really good, the whole experience. I mean, we missed even just, I suppose for myself, here with the boys all day, having someone outside that I could, you know, text or ring and be like, hey, you know, just even the company nearly, you know, and you see them arriving, that kind of thing. And they were really good. You know, there's some days where there was a lot more stress and pressure on us, where they were, I suppose, a lot more easygoing about, you know, what they wanted to film. They kind of maybe cut days short or whatever it is. So they were, yeah, they were really good. And anyone that we worked with on the show has been great, and the experts were unbelievable, like at our beck and call constantly.
Yeah, so they seemed really good too, and I found just the stuff was really interesting and just really informative. And as you said, it was stuff from experts and it was easy to follow, and I just thought that's why I really enjoyed watching it. Another thing I have to say that jumped out was Cooper's haircut. I think a lot of us can relate to that, especially growing up when we were younger, and but even now everyone's trying to cut their own hair at home.
Yeah, absolutely. Now it's mad because we've been for, you know, our walks and that, and any neighbours that would see would comment, you know, oh, I saw you got your hair cut, your hair is lovely, Cooper. And he just no go at all. He's like, I don't like my hair, you know. So yeah, he's gassed. I mean, Dave didn't look anything up. So yeah, I fixed it since, so hopefully it's okay now, but I mean, the damage was done. So yeah, we're looking forward to the barber's opening again so we can get his haircut properly.
We all are, we're all looking forward.
I know, I'm the same, Ruth. Can't wait.
Has it been now that, like, the cameras are gone, it's effectively over, but I suppose you've got all these tips now off them and all this advice, so how are you going to pan out the next couple of weeks?
So yeah, it's, I suppose we have the tips and advice, but it's really to keep it going, keep the momentum, you know. And I think if there's days, and there has been days where I've just been a bit lazier than others, I kind of think, okay, you know, I need to kind of bring back the structure and bring things back, because I can see Cooper getting bored and getting irritated and things. So I know that these small things that I put in place are effective and will work. We've had good days and bad, you know, and I think that's like everyone right now. It's the, I suppose, the uncertainty of what the next few weeks will hold. So yeah, up and down, and I think we have learned to communicate a little bit better amongst ourselves, and that kind of positive phrasing with Cooper really helps as well. So just to keep those things up, and I suppose because put them in practice in the first place and we know they work, it's just to remember to continue with them. And yeah, they're not massive things, but they really help make the day much better in the evening, and yeah, we can have a bit of fun and enjoy ourselves as well, you know.
It's so funny, like, I have to go do my food shop today, and I've been gearing myself up for it. I'm writing down my shopping list so I can just get in, get it, and get out. So I know what it's like.
Yes, I know. Yeah, I know it's tough doing the shopping. Yeah, we just kind of do a bit of the local shop every now and then, but yeah, the big shop is, you have to plan it. And it's, I forget that I'm feeding, like, there's 4 of us here now, you know, because I suppose when Coop or Charlie was a baby, it was just bottles, but like he eats so much now because he's, you know, moving. Yeah, you really have to think about and plan out the meals, but there's some fabulous meals on the Operation Transformation website that are really kind of handy, you know, family meals. Nice to have something different, you know, when you can't get out to a restaurant.
I know. Try
yeah,
home.
I'm missing an all night out for a meal. But it's important that we. Oh, can you hear me? Actually, probably. Yeah. So it's important that we, like, you know, try different things as well, you know, just for a change.
Sarah, Ryan, it's been an absolute pleasure to chat to you on the show today and to learn more about Operation Transformation. And I have to say, I thoroughly enjoyed watching you guys on the show. And I think, you know, you're so relatable as well. And I hope Cooper and Charlie now are going to behave themselves now for the next couple of weeks.
Hopefully, fingers crossed. Thanks so much for having me, Meghann.
Thanks so much for chatting to us.
Talk to you soon.